Step into a time machine, set the dial to 2025, and behold an America once again under the command of Donald Trump. As we prepare for the unfolding of Act 2 in the Trump saga, brace yourself for a series of unprecedented events. This isn't just a continuation, but an entirely new narrative, with plot twists driven by radical policy shifts, stirring controversies, and bold decisions that will test the fabric of the nation. What surprises will this term hold? Get ready for a thrilling exploration of Trump's America, reimagined and reinvigorated. The political landscape of Trump's second term. As the curtains rise on Donald Trump's encore as president, the United States is perched on a precipice of profound political transformation. Trump's return to power signals a dramatic reshaping of policies and priorities that may either fortify his historical legacy or deepen national divisions. His presidency is set against a backdrop of heightened global tensions and domestic discontent, where his unorthodox leadership style continues to polarize opinion. With a Congress divided and a nation watching closely, Trump's policies on immigration, healthcare, and the economy will be pivotal in defining his second term. The anticipation is palpable, with supporters eager for a robust reaffirmation of conservative values, while detractors brace for further strife, domestic shifts, and strategies. Under President Trump's second term, the domestic agenda is gearing up for a notable shift with a firm stance on immigration, crime, and economic strategies. With the appointment of hardline conservatives to key judicial and law enforcement roles, Trump's administration is expected to intensify efforts to combat crime and implement stringent immigration policies. These measures aim to drastically decrease crime rates and enforce stricter border controls, echoing his previous administration's priorities, but with renewed vigor. A new frontier in cryptocurrency. An unexpected yet significant pivot towards cryptocurrency indicates a strategic embrace of digital finance, which could propel the U.S. to the forefront of the global digital economy. This move suggests a potential overhaul of financial regulations to accommodate and promote cryptocurrency innovations, positioning America as a pioneer in this rapidly evolving sector. The implications of this shift could extend beyond economic strategy, influencing global financial systems and standards. Labor policies and economic implications. Labor policies under Trump's new term are expected to favor business interests significantly, potentially at the expense of workers' rights. This pro-business stance might involve rolling back labor protections to drive economic growth and enhance corporate profitability. Such changes could lead to increased tensions between labor groups and businesses, sparking debates over the balance between fostering economic growth and protecting workers' rights. Economic and technological tides. Trump's America. First, economic doctrine likely means intensified efforts to decouple economically from China, aiming to boost American industries and reduce dependency on foreign manufacturing. This stance might lead to more aggressive trade policies, including tariffs and restrictions that could provoke trade wars, reshaping global trade dynamics. On the technological front, Trump's push for American dominance in emerging technologies aims to secure economic sovereignty and technological supremacy, but could strain international relations and disrupt global cooperation on various fronts, including climate change and cybersecurity. Healthcare and education reforms. Healthcare shifts with controversial appointments. The potential inclusion of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a figure both celebrated and critiqued for his vaccine skepticism and advocacy for alternative medicine, in a major health policy role could dramatically reshape public health debates in America. Kennedy's controversial views, which diverge significantly from mainstream medical advice, might provoke intense discussions across multiple platforms, from professional healthcare conferences to public forums and social media debates. Education reform and the shift from traditional pathways. In the realm of education, the Trump administration may pursue significant reforms aimed at reducing the emphasis on traditional four-year college degrees. Proposals could include expanding vocational training, promoting online education platforms, and increasing support for community colleges and technical schools. These initiatives aim to diversify educational pathways and make higher education more accessible and aligned with the evolving job market broad impacts on the domestic landscape. These proposed shifts in healthcare and education underpin a broader strategy to alter the domestic policy landscape significantly. By pushing for changes in these critical areas, the administration could influence a wide array of American life aspects, from how individuals manage their health and wellness to preparing the future workforce to meet the demands of a changing economy. The long-term implications. The ramifications of these reforms could be profound, setting precedents for future administrations and potentially redefining the social and economic fabric of the nation. As these policies unfold, they will likely become focal points of public discourse, shaping the political landscape and influencing how Americans view their government's role in providing services and regulating different life aspects. The struggle for social cohesion. President Donald Trump's second-term agenda places a significant focus on social issues, particularly concerning race and gender within educational settings. This could see the administration intensifying efforts to reshape how schools and colleges address these topics, potentially impacting the fabric of social cohesion in the United States. Controversial educational policies. The Trump administration may consider cutting federal funding for schools that incorporate certain race-related curricula. This initiative could be seen as an attempt to steer educational content in a direction that aligns with certain political ideologies, which might ignite significant backlash from educational institutions, civil rights organizations, and the public. Revisions to Title IX. Additionally, controversial changes to Title IX are anticipated, which could redefine how schools handle allegations of sexual misconduct and the participation of transgender athletes in sports. These proposed revisions might include stricter rules on how sexual misconduct allegations are investigated and adjudicated, as well as potentially banning transgender women from competing in women's sports. Impact on diversity and inclusion initiatives. The potential rollback of diversity and inclusion initiatives within educational and workplace environments could also be on the agenda. This could involve scaling back on policies that have been designed to promote a diverse and inclusive atmosphere in schools and workplaces. The implications of such rollbacks could be far-reaching, leading to significant discussions on civil rights and equality. Employers and educational leaders might need to navigate these changes carefully to maintain harmony and compliance with federal and state laws. Legal challenges and national debate. These policy shifts are likely to spark widespread legal challenges and protests, further polarizing the national debate on education and social justice. Legal battles could ensue, with advocacy groups and state governments potentially opposing federal directives, leading to a complex tapestry of legal interpretations and enforcement across different jurisdictions. Foreign policy. As President Donald Trump embarks on his second term, his foreign policy approach is expected to stir significant shifts in the global arena. Known for his America First rhetoric, Trump's strategies may challenge the status quo of international relations, emphasizing national interests and economic security over traditional multilateral approaches. Rethinking alliances and global roles. Trump's administration might advocate for a re-evaluation of the United States' commitments to NATO, questioning the financial and strategic contributions of other member countries. This stance could lead to heated discussions within the alliance and provoke a rethinking of defense spending and collective security strategies among European allies. Strategic adversaries and trade tensions. Particularly concerning is the ongoing rivalry with China, which may escalate due to continued emphasis on reducing American reliance on Chinese manufacturing and technology. Trump's policies aimed at curbing China's technological advance and addressing trade imbalances could lead to renewed tariff wars or stricter regulations, affecting global trade networks and economic relations. Middle East policies. In the Middle East, Trump's policies might focus on strengthening relationships with traditional allies like Israel and Saudi Arabia, while maintaining a tough stance on Iran. This could involve repositioning U.S. military resources and reassessing the diplomatic engagements initiated by previous administrations. Such actions could redefine U.S. involvement in regional conflicts and peace processes. Recalibrating relationships with key allies. The administration's approach might also entail recalibrating relationships with key global players such as the United Kingdom, Japan, and India, aligning more closely with nations that share similar views on trade, security, and regional stability. This shift could foster a series of bilateral agreements, focusing on direct economic and military benefits rather than broader multilateral commitments. And that wraps up our deep dive into the seismic shifts expected in Trump's second term. From healthcare controversies to radical education reforms, don't forget to hit that like button. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more insightful content.